And the Fort Morgan starting lineup is brought to you by Blodorn Lumber at blodornlumber.com. Browse the virtual showroom, view the current sales, complete a credit application, and shop the entire inventory online. Whether you're a contractor or painting your living room, at Blodorn Lumber you'll get the same friendly service and advice to make your job easier. Visit Blodorn Lumber in Fort Morgan at 130 State Street. So this afternoon, the starting lineup for the Fort Morgan Mustangs will be senior guard Tony Swetzik, freshman guard Tate Kimball, junior guard Joy Snyder, center senior Wes Anderson, and junior Eric Kimball. The Elizabeth Cardinals come in averaging 73.7 points a game, giving up 66.25 per game. They put up first two games of the year, they put 90 up against Whitefield and 92 up against Montrose. And lately against against Discovery Canyon, they put up 81. Weld Central, they put up 83. But right now, as we've been looking down court there, Corey and I both have their leading scorer for the Elizabeth Cardinals is Jake Gavitt, and we do not see him on the floor, so I don't know if he's sick or what's going on there with him. But Jake Gavitt averages 23.7 points a game, so if he's not in there, then that's going to be that'll help out the Fort Morgan Mustangs greatly. But they also have a number of people that are averaging double figures, and that is Aaron Stone. He's averaging 10.8. James Christensen is averaging 11.3. Ryan White is averaging 10.8. And Trevor Boss is averaging 10 points. So they have people that can put the ball in the hoop, that's for sure. So the opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. Get this game underway here. We've got Aaron Stone jumping for Elizabeth against Wes Anderson of the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Tip was controlled by Elizabeth, but it goes out of bounds off of Elizabeth. So Fort Morgan will take over to start the game here with Tate Kimball. Now over to Tony Swetzik out high. Tate Kimball left side to Eric Kimball. Back to Tate, and swing it around here a little bit. Now we'll get it over to Eric Kimball. Now to Tate Kimball to Tony Swetzik. Eric Kimball into Wes Anderson in the paint, and he gets it out to Tony Swetzik. Now over to Tate Kimball, right wing. Wes Anderson in the lane, and he kicks it out to Joy Snyder in the corner. Now out to Tate Kimball, over to Eric Kimball. Kimball out high now to Tony Swetzik. Deep three from the right side is off the rim and no good. Rebounded to Trevor Boss for Elizabeth. And they get down court in a hurry. Christensen back to Boss. Now down the lane. Shot is going to be up and good. And that is for Brandon Severinson. So 2 first points of the game go to the Elizabeth Cardinals. Ball knocked out of bounds at the far end. 7:02 to go here in the first period. Fort Morgan inbounds right of their basket. And there's going to be a foul on Elizabeth on the inbounds play, and that's going to go against White, so that'll be the first foul on him. First foul of the game. Now Tony Swetzik, the inbounds far side, 3/4 court, that gets it into Eric Kimball now to Anderson. Anderson back to Swetzik out high. Now to Anderson. The ball is going to be up. Anderson does keep control of it. Now Eric Kimball from the left wing. A 3 is up and good. Good way to start the game out here for the Mustangs. Up now 3-2. So now Elizabeth drives into the lane, kicks it back out. It's out to Christensen. Now they're going to try to get it underneath to Jake Morris. Now they're going to kick it out. A three from the left, up and good, and that is by Ryan White. Fort Morgan gets the ball across half court. Slow it down here a little bit. Back over to Eric Kimball. Kimball to Wes Anderson in the lane. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. They get down court. It's off the hands of Aaron Stone and out of bounds. So Fort Morgan to take control of the ball there. Elizabeth has a full court press going. Fort Morgan, yep, and it worked. It threw it away. Layup is up and no good by White. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Tony Slesik used Joey Schneider. Schneider drives the baseline, kicks it back out. Now across court to Tate Kimball. Into the paint again. Pass to the corner is going to be tipped out of bounds by Elizabeth. So Fort Morgan the inbounds, far left corner, left of their basket. They get it into Joey Schneider. They said it was off of Schneider. Coach Unrein's having a little discussion with the ref on the call, but ball belongs to Elizabeth. As Brendan Severinsen drives the lane, his shot is up and no good. Ball is going to be fought for and then knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan. Now Elizabeth inbounds. Gets the ball to Boss for a three from the right corner, and that is up and good. So Fort Morgan working on this press. Kimball to Anderson. Anderson gets it across court to Slesik. Now to Tate Kimball. Kimball to Joey Schneider on the right wing. Gets it out to Eric Kimball from the left. Up and no good, but rebounded by Joey Schneider. Nice job there by Schneider. 2 points on the night for Schneider, 8-5 in favor of the Cardinals. Little jumper from the lane is up and no good. Rebound is up and good by Stone, the 6'5 junior. Fort Morgan with this press, they do get it across. Now to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball from the right elbow. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded to Elizabeth with Ryan White. He gets it over into the corner to Boss for another three, and that is also good. We're going to have a quick timeout here taken by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan will professionally fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. So as far as scoring goes here, Trevor Boss has got 6 points so far, and he averages, I can find him here, he's only averaging, he apparently doesn't play much, only averaging 0.2 points a game, so nice defense here by the Mustangs. The ball goes out of bounds off of Elizabeth. So Fort Morgan to get the ball in to Tate Kimball over to Tony Swetzik. Eric Kimball across half court. Now the ball is going to be controlled by the Mustangs. Henry Weimer with a jumper from the right side, up and no good. TJ Bauer getting ready to come into the game for the Mustangs. Now, ball underneath, but off of the Elizabeth Cardinal, off of Logan Weber. So Henry Weimer comes out and TJ Bauer into the game for the Mustangs. So Joey Schneider to inbounds. Get it into Swetzik and then back to Joey. Now over to Tate Kimball. Now to Tony Swetzik. Swetzik to Eric Kimball. Now there's going to be a foul on Weber. It will be his first. Second team foul on the Cardinal. So Swetzig to inbounds left of the basket. Look to get it in. They get it into Schneider. Now to TJ. TJ lines up for a three. His three is up and good. A nice job there by TJ. 13-8 now in favor of Elizabeth with 3:42 to go here in the first period. Elizabeth passing the ball around here. The ball is taken away by Eric Kimball. Hustles down court, but it's going to be a push foul on Elizabeth, and I believe that's going to be another one on Weber. So 2 quick fouls here on Logan Weber. And Weber is he's only averaging 2.2 points a game, but he's a big guy. Weber is a 6'3" senior. So Fort Morgan the inbound, they get it into Bauer. Bauer to Kimball. Kimball down the lane. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Urich. So once again, no Jake Gavitt here for the Cardinal. Their leading scorer at 23 points a game. So into TJ, now to Tate. Into the lane to Joey Schneider. His little jumper is up and no good. Rebounded by Urich for Elizabeth. Oh, nice steal by Tate Kimball on the pass down court. His little jumper is up and no good. Now the ball out to Brandon Severinsen, but taken away again by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Now Tony Swetzig down court with a three, on a layup, and he makes the layup. He is fouled on the shot also, so he'll go to the line for the one. Looks like the foul was on White. Swetzig with 2, going to the line to shoot another free throw, 13-10 in favor of the Cardinal, and that shot goes in. Should be it. No, they got it up on there, 13-11. Shot is up and no good. They call it travel against Aaron Stone. So Fort Morgan right in this game here. Schneider comes out, and Wes Anderson comes back into the game for the Mustangs. Refs are checking something at the scoreboard. If they were checking the score or what, but Fort Morgan will take possession of the ball. Fort Morgan to break this press. They do get it across half court. Kimball to Anderson. Anderson from the free throw lane, up and no good. Rebounded to Urich. Excuse me. Oh, nice tip out of bounds by Bauer. So the Cardinals the inbounds left of their basket. They look and look and look to get it in. Now they do get it in into Severinsen. Severinsen, they do get it inbounds. They do get it in. That comes out by Stone. 3 by Eric Kimball is up and no good. TJ Bauer comes down with the rebound in the corner. Now to Kimball. Eric Kimball. Tony Swetzig out high. Tate Kimball to Bauer. Drives the baseline. His layup is no good. Rebounded, tapped around, and finally controlled by the Cardinals. Down court to White. Now to Boss. Now they're going to have a 2 from the corner. Up and no good. Rebounded to Tony Swetzig. So a minute 56 to go here in the first period. Turnover by the Mustangs at the far end. Nice hustle there by Tate Kimball down here at this end to knock the ball out of bounds on the pass going to Stuart Urich. So the Cardinals inbound right of their basket. A little sneaky pass underneath there, and the ball is up and good by White. So 5 points on the night for White. Minute 48 to go, and the clock is not running. Why it was stopped, I don't know. Now that's rough. After they blew the whistle, they ran about 3 seconds off the clock. I don't know why it would have stopped. The score is now 15-11 in favor of the Cardinals. Now Fort Morgan will inbounds here at this end again. Get it into Kimball. Tate Kimball gets it off to Sweatzik. Sweatzik back to Tate, over to Bauer, right wing. Back to Kimball, now to Eric Kimball. Tony Sweatzik for three from the left is up and no good. Rebounded by Urich. Urich looks to get the ball down court and does. That's going to be Severance. A nice block by Anderson, but rebounded by Stone. His shot, now it's going to White. Back out to Severinson. Severinson is going to be called. Oh, they called a foul. I believe it was on Tate Kimball is who they put it on. So his first team foul for the Mustangs, 4 on the Cardinals with 1:14 to go here in the first period. Cardinals inbounds left of their basket. Tony Sweatzik guarding the inbounds pass. And they, looks like a nice block on the shot, but they're going to call a foul on Bauer. That will be his second team foul. But that will send White to the line to shoot 2. His first shot is up and in and out, so no good on the first free throw. Joey Schneider in. Bauer comes out for the Mustangs. 1:12 to go in the first period, 15-11 in favor of the Cardinals. Second shot is up, and that one does go in. 6 points on the night for White. Fort Morgan with the ball there into the court. To Sweatzik, now to Kimball. To Eric Kimball, left wing, now over to Tony Sweatzik. Sweatzik cross court to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball drives left elbow, passes off to Tate, now back to Eric. Eric drives it into the lane. Now to Schneider, now Tate Kimball from the left, and shot is up and no good. Rebounded though by they're going to call a travel after the rebound on White. So a turnover by Elizabeth. So Fort Morgan to inbounds. You can just call a technical foul on number 3. He was complaining after the travel call. I believe that's, and the technical by Sweatzik is up and good. He will get another one. That went up and out, no good. So that is 3 fouls on White. White averages 10.8, so he's going to come out for a little bit with 42.3 seconds to go. In the first period, Fort Morgan should be 16-12. There they go, they got it up on there. Now Elizabeth forces a turnover on the inbounds play. So Elizabeth inbounds at front court. Now Bauer comes in and Tony Sweatzik comes out for the Mustangs. Sweatzik with 4 points in the afternoon here so far. So Urich, right wing for the Cardinals. Look like they're going to try to back it out with 34 seconds to go. Now they're going to try to drive it down. Now it's going to be a long 3, up and no good by Boss. Rebound to go by the Cardinals. Trying to get it inside to Weber. Now it is into Weber, and his shot is going to be up and no good. See who they put the foul on this time. Couldn't see. I think it was Joey Snyder. No, they put it on. Like they put it on Anderson. His first. So Weber to go to the line to shoot 2. His first shot is up and good. So his first point of the night for the Cardinals, now leading 17-12 with 19.6 seconds to go. Next shot is up and also good by Weber. Fort Morgan, if I look here for the last shot at the end of the first period. To Bauer, left corner, shot is up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded though to Eric Kimball. Now they're going to have another foul called, and that's going to go against Weber. That'll be 3 If he keeps it up, they'll give him a technical. So 3 fouls on Weber and 3 fouls on White for the Cardinal with 8.5 seconds to go in the first period. Fort Morgan to inbounds. They get it into Schneider, now to Bauer. Bauer's going to take a 3 and off the front of the rim and no good. Last touch though by the Elizabeth Cardinal. So we have 1.5 seconds left to go here in the first period. Elizabeth up 18-12. So Bauer to inbounds. They look to get the ball in. They get it into Wes Anderson. His shot is up and good at the buzzer. Nice shot there by Anderson for his first 2, 18-14. Elizabeth Cardinals. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Okay, back here at Elizabeth High School, we're having some difficulty here. We can't hear our board out, but right now the score is 21-14 with 6:56 to go here in the second period with the Elizabeth Cardinal in possession. They get into Aaron Stone, now to Urich. Back over to Boss right corner. Now Urich backs it out, takes it down the lane. Nice little up and under. They're going to give the basket to Stone. That'll be 2 for Stone. 23-14 in favor of the Elizabeth Cardinals. So Stone to go to shoot 1. And that is going to be in and out, rebounded by Wes Anderson. 6:41 to go. Gets the ball across court to Tate Kimball. Kimball to Swetzik. Swetzik 3 from the left is in and out. Rebounded by the Cardinal. So now Severinsen gets it down court. Going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Tate Kimball with the steal there. Now to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball with a little jumper from the right side. Up and no good. Rebounded by Boss. Now Elizabeth with the ball down court. Now a shot from the left side is going to be up and no good. Nice rebound by Anderson. Gets it off to Tate Kimball. 23-14 with 6 minutes to go. Call a travel on Tony Swetzik. So 5:58 to go here in the second period. 23-14, Mustangs down 9. So Eric Kimball meets Severinsen part way, and they're going to call a travel now on the Elizabeth Cardinal. So Joey Schneider to inbounds to Tate Kimball. Kimball with the ball across court, gets it to Tony Swetzik. Swetzik right wing. Pass into the lane is taken away. Nice bounce pass. Down underneath to Christensen for his first 2 of the game. Cardinals use that bounce pass well. Schneider to Swetzik. Swetzik for the shot. Up and no good, but rebounded by Eric Kimball underneath the basket. His shot is up and blocked. And out of bounds off of the Mustangs underneath. Tolawalio comes in for Eric Kimball. Now Aaron Stone goes out and Jake Morse comes back in for the Cardinals. 25-14. Looking to get the ball in court now, or into the lane. They back it out for a 3 from the top, and that is going to be short. Rebounded by Tony Swetzik. So Swetzik gets the ball down court, cross court to Anderson. Now to Kimball. Tate Kimball to Wes Anderson. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Anderson. So 2 on Anderson. have Anderson with 3 fouls. I have him with 2. He does have 3, so he will come out. So pass cross court by the Cardinals is out of bounds. So another turnover by Elizabeth for Fort Morgan. So Fort Morgan needs to take advantage of this on these turnovers here. Kimball to Swetzik. To Wallio, back to Swetzik. Mustangs. Now Tate Kimball drives it down the lane. His shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Eric Kimball. His layup is up and good for Eric. So now Elizabeth gets the ball down court. Going to have a free try here from the corner. And that is going to be good by Ewing. So 28-16, 12-point lead here by the Cardinal. Eric Kimball with the ball, gets it stripped, but that's going to be a foul on Christensen, I believe, is who they're going to put that on. So Eric Kimball will go to the line. It'll be the 17th foul on the Cardinals. Nate Gertner comes in and Tate Kimball comes out for the Mustangs. So Eric Kimball will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. See if Kimball misses the first, so he does not get the second. Rebounded by Gertner. Finally comes down with control. Eric Kimball with a little jumper from the left side. Up and no good. Rebounded by Tony Swetzik. His little putback is good for Swetzik. 10-point lead. Now ball is taken away by Fort Morgan. Eric Kimball right side, front court down to Tony Swetzik in the lane. His shot is going to be up and no good. Bump, but no foul called. Now Elizabeth comes down court and they're going to have a foul called. And we'll see who they put that on. That's going to go on Wallio. So it will be his first. So that will send Christensen to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. (28-18). First shot is up and good by Christensen, so he will earn another one. 3 points on the afternoon for Christensen. Trevor Boss goes out. Ryan White comes in for the Cardinals. So Christensen with his second shot. And that is up and also good. So 4 points on the afternoon now for Christensen. Now Elizabeth with their full court press again. Get it down court to Gertner. Gertner's little jump from left side. Doesn't draw iron over the basket, but Wallio grabs it. His shot is going to be short. Rebounded by Eric Kimball, and his shot bounces around and goes in for Kimball. So 3 minutes to go in the second period. 30-20 in favor of the Cardinal. Cardinals trying to get it across half court. Severinsen drives it down now to Boston, the left corner, right corner, excuse me. While the give and go. Shot is going to be up and no good. Oh, what a late foul is called. They're calling it after the shot. Who are they giving that one to? Giving that to Joyce Snyder. He changed it. Now it's going to go on Eric Kimball. So it should be Kimball's first. So a 1-and-1 is up and no good. But controlled. Finally controlled by the Mustangs. Wallio goes all the way to the hoop and draws the foul. Wallio will go to the line to shoot 2. Let's see who they put that foul on. And that is going to go against Stone. I have him for 1. So Wallio will go to the line to shoot 2 after he is fouled on the drive to the basket. Nice strong drive to the basket by Tola. First shot is up and no good. So still 30-20 in favor of the Elizabeth Cardinals. Tola's next shot is up and also no good. So rebounded to Elizabeth. They get it down court underneath. Now they get it back out to Stone. Now Christensen drives it all the way to the hoop, up and no good. He gets his own rebound. Shot is up and good by Severinsen. And they gave that foul to, see who they gave that to. They haven't put it up on the board yet. Possibly to Joey Snyder. He's coming out. Henry Weimer's coming in. So we'll see. I believe it's going to go against Snyder. The free throw is up and good by Severinsen. Fort Morgan to get the ball cross court. 33-20 with 2:12 to go. Oh, shot up and no good by Weimer. Rebounded by Kimball. His shot is up and no good, but he is fouled. And they gave that to Stone of Elizabeth. So Eric Kimball to go to the line to shoot two. His first one up and good for Kimball. 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line. 33-21. Next shot is also good for Kimball. Eric Kimball, that is. Ball tipped out of bounds by Eric Kimball on the pass down court. 2:04 to go here in the second period. Tony Svetzik to guard inbounds. They have a break to the basket. Now they're going to, from the corner, is going to be up and good for Christensen. His first three of the afternoon. Eric Kimball off to Tony Svetzik. Svetzik three from straight on, bounces around and no good. Elizabeth gets down court quickly. Now it's going to be a three from the right corner again. Up and no good, but rebounded by Elizabeth. Shot is blocked by Eric Kimball. Get it to Svetzik, gets down court. Minute 37. Now to Kimball. Eric Kimball. We're going to call him for the travel before he puts it on the floor. So 36-22. In favor of the Elizabeth Cardinals. We do get the ball in court. Trevor Boss with it. Boss gets it off to Urick. Urick being guarded by Bauer. Now back out to White. Now left side to Christensen. Dribbles it in. Now they're going to kick it back out. Goes down the lane as Boss. His little jumper is up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on the shot. So Boss will go to the line to shoot two. And that is going to go on Gertner, his first. So to the line is Boss to shoot two. 36-22. The first one up and good. Now Tate Kimball to come in for the Mustangs. See who comes out. Henry Weimer is going to come out. Get Tate in on the offensive end of the court here. So second shot is up and also good for Boss. Fort Morgan gets the ball down court, but taken away by Urick. Oh, nice steal by Kimball. Eric Kimball underneath to Bauer. His shot is up and no good. Then Svetzik with the cleanup there gets two. Long shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Tate Kimball with 50 seconds to go. Now Tony Svetzik with the ball. His pass knocked back to him. Eric Kimball into the lane. His little jumper is up and no good. Rebounded by Elizabeth. Now White brings it down. They look like they're going to, I think they're going to settle for a shot, and then all of a sudden they make a move to the basket, so we'll see what they do here. 38-24. Whipping the ball around the perimeter. Now Urick goes down. They call a illegal screen on 33 on Stone. That is 3 on Stone. So White, Stone, and Weber have 3 fouls apiece. With 19 seconds to go, Eric Kimball gets it into Swetzig. Now cross court. Oh, it's going to be stolen by Boss right here at the end of the first period, into the first half. And the layup is going to be good. And they're going to call a foul. I believe that's going to go on Tate. Yes, it is on Tate. So at the line is Boss. See if he can complete the three-point play here. 40-24. First shot is up, or the only shot is up and good with 10 seconds to go. Eric Kimball gets it to Tony Swetzig. Swetzig gets it across half court. Now to Bauer underneath. His little jumper is going to be up and good for Bauer. Oh, look at that ball coming in. So at the end of the first half, the Elizabeth Cardinals lead the Fort Morgan Mustangs 41-26 on B106 and B106.com. Fort Morgan Mustangs down 41-26. Start here of the second period. Hopefully we're not coming across too bad here. We've had some technical difficulties trying to hear them from Fort Morgan, but we're going to get through this the best we can. So the Elizabeth Cardinals right now with 40 here, 73.7, so they're above their average right now as far as this game is concerned. The Fort Morgan Mustangs, they're averaging 51.7 points a game. Set here, 8 minutes to go here, third period. Tate Kimball has the ball cross court to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball now over to Swetzig into the center to Schneider, but there's going to be a foul called, and that is going to go against. They called that on 33. That is Stone. That's 4 on Stone. So Stone will have to take a seat as he now has 4 fouls. Logan Weber comes back into the game for the Cardinals. So shot up and no good by Fort Morgan. Elizabeth with the ball now, and they're into the court. Brandon Severinson. Now cross-court pass, and a long three is taken by Christensen, and it is no good. Rebounded to Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball now to Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball to Wes Anderson, right corner. Back out to Eric Kimball, cross-court to Joey Schneider. Pass is going to be taken away by Ryan White. White is going to be fouled by Tate Kimball. So I believe that will be 3 on Kimball. Let's see if that was on the shot. That will send Kimball into Wes Anderson. Back to Kimball. 3 from the left corner is off the rim and no good. Rebounded, they're going to say it's off of Tony Swetzig. So now the see if we're back on the air. We're having some difficulty here.
Tate Kimball with 2.
Ooh, a long 3 by White. Okay, we're back on here now. We're having some technical difficulties here, but we'll get through this here. The score is now 46-28, an 18-point lead. Up and good layup by White. Excuse me. Now to Eric Kimball. Fort Morgan to get their offense set up here. Now back over to Eric Kimball into the center to Wes Anderson. His shot is no good, but rebounded by Joey Schneider. Then they're going to call a travel on Tate Kimball. I thought he had just got the pass and went up with the shot, but they're going to call a travel. So now the Fort Morgan Mustangs find themselves down 48-28 with 5:21 to go in the third period. Now Urick with the ball going left side. He gets it back out front. Up and no good by Boss. Rebounded to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Tate Kimball into the lane. Little jumper is going to be up and good by Tate. So 4 points on the night for Tate. Now Boss into the lane. He's going to try and put it up. Bounces around and no good. Rebounded by Tony Swetsy. So now Anderson underneath to Joey Schneider. And that foul is going to go against number 23, Urick, his first. So Joey Schneider with 2, and he'll go to the line to shoot 1. 48-32. First shot is up, no good, but rebounded by Eric Kimball. Wes Anderson with a little putback after the pass from Eric Kimball. It's now Elizabeth down court with Severinsen. He loses it out of bounds. Turnover by Elizabeth to the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Fort Morgan down 48-34. Now a 30-second timeout has been called by the Elizabeth Cardinals. We'll give you some stats or some sponsors here to help put this broadcast on. ACI proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't settle for just any old frozen water. Get AC Ice. You can find it at any local grocery or convenience store near you. Colorado Plains Medical Center. Accidents or illness can strike at any time, day or night. When they do, every second counts. As a Level 3 trauma center, Colorado Plains Medical Center is ready to handle any type of emergency. Colorado Plains Medical Center, where expertise matters. So 4:24 here to go in the third period. Fort Morgan down 48-34. Fort Morgan with the ball. Schneider in the lane, now back out to Swetsy. Swetsy to Anderson. They call him for a travel. So another turnover by the Mustangs. So Elizabeth with the ball in the front court. Severinsen picks up his dribble now, gets it back out to Ryan White. White into the corner to Urick. Now underneath number 55. Going to call a travel on Weber. So a turnover by Elizabeth. TJ Bauer comes in. Wes Anderson comes out for the Mustangs. Eric Kimball left wing, now back out to Tate. Back to Eric. Eric now to Tate Kimball. Eric Kimball drives the baseline from the right. His pass is going to be stolen and taken away, and Urick's going to go all the way down court, and his shot is going to be up and good by Urick, his first 2 of the second half. 5 points on the night for Urick. Tate Kimball over to Swetsik, now into the corner to, I don't see how they're getting that. You're saying he's traveling. These refs don't think they can make a fake without moving their feet. I think their eyes are moving and not the feet of the kid. Coach Unrein is letting them know about it. So now Severinsen with the ball across half court. Severinsen goes into the lane. That looked like a travel, but no call there. Now a long 3 from the left side by White is up and good. So White averages 10 points a game. 3 by Bauer is up and no good. Rebound by Kimball. His putback is no good, but he is fouled, and that is going to go against Morris. His first. So Eric Kimball will go to the line to shoot two, excuse me. Eric Kimball has 9 so far on the afternoon, make that 10. With the first free throw going down. 53-35 over the Elizabeth Cardinals. Second shot is going to be in and out. Rebounded to Elizabeth. Severinsen with the ball down court. Left elbow, now they get it to Boss. Boss to Urich. And they're going to call him for a travel, so I guess they're going to call it both ways. So that was a long way down. He could have traveled, maybe not, but there are a lot of traveling going on here. So now Eric Kimball, Tate Kimball, Elizabeth with a full court press to get it to Tony Swetzik. His little jumper from the left side is off the front of the rim and no good. Gets his own rebound. Little hook is up and no good. TJ Bauer comes down with his shot is up and no good. Now they're going to call a foul on the Mustangs on the rebound. Let's see who they give that to. It's going to go on Bauer, so that will be his second. So Elizabeth the inbound. Severinsen ball quickly down court to White. White underneath and goes down, and we have a jump ball called at the far end of the court with Tate Kimball and Jake Morse. The possession arrow does go to Elizabeth. Ball now, it's going to be tipped, but taken back by Elizabeth. Morse, now Urich for a three from the left side is off the rim and no good. Rebound just off the fingertips of Fort Morgan and back to Elizabeth. With White now with it and controlled by Urich. Now into Morse, back out to White. Now Urich from the right side drives in, pulls up his dribble, gives it back out to Boss. Boss keeps the dribble alive, drives to the right elbow all the way down the lane. His shot is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Eric Kimball. Kimball down to TJ Bauer. Bauer is going to go all the way to the hoop, passes it off to Tate Kimball. His shot is going to be up and good by Tate. So I have Tate with 6 points on the afternoon, all here in the third period. Now a long three off the side of the rim and no good by Boss. Rebounded to Tony Swetzik. It is going to be still controlled by the Mustangs. Shot up by Bauer, no good. Rebound by Tate Kimball. His shot is going to up and good and fouled. And that foul is going to go against on number 32, I believe, Morse. So Tate Kimball will go to the line to shoot one. 53-39, 14-point lead. No good, rebounded by Eric Kimball. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded around and finally taken by Severinsen. Pass out down court to White. White all the way to the rim, but he is going to be fouled. I don't know if it's going to be on the shot or if it's going to be, looks like the foul is going to go against Tony Swetzik. So White to go to the line to shoot two. Now they changed the foul. The foul is going to go on Bauer. That will be three. So still a 14-point lead here for the Elizabeth Cardinals with White going to the line to shoot two. First one is up and good. Nate Gertner and Ray O'Connor into the game for the Mustangs. Joy Schneider and TJ Bauer come out for the Mustangs. So White has one more at the line. His shot is up and also good. He's only missed once tonight from the free throw line. He's 5 of 6. Now Gertner with the ball gets it over to Tony Swetzik. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded, but nope, not quite taken away yet. They're going to call a foul now on O'Connor, as Ray has just come into the game. So Elizabeth, the inbounds, far side, three-quarter court. So 14 fouls on Elizabeth, 3 on the Mustangs, with Severinsen to get the ball at court, being guarded by Kimball. Now we have, I have no idea what they just did there. They stopped the play. I'm not sure. And then Elizabeth took the ball out at mid-court, so I don't know what that was all about. Ref from far in called it. It wasn't a foul, I don't believe, so I don't know what the call was. Trevor Boss all the way to the lane. It's going to be up and good for Boss. 16 points on the afternoon for Boss. Tate Kimball now to Oreo Canas. Now to Kip back out to Eric Kimball. Now to Tate Kimball from the right baseline. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Eric Kimball. His shot is going to be up and no good. He gets his own rebound, but taken away by White. White hustles down court. His shot is going to be up and no good. They're going to call a foul on the Mustangs. So White will go back to the line to shoot 2 more. And that is going to go against Nate Gertner, I believe is who they put that one on. So that would be 2 on Gertner. So White back to the line to shoot 2. First shot is up and no good. So Brian Almanza into the game now for Tate Kimball. So White with 1 more. 57-39, 18-point lead for the Cardinals. Next shot is up and good by White. So Fort Morgan, Brian Almanza brings the ball down court. Drives into Oreo Canas. Nice shot there by O'Connor from under the basket. 2 points on the night for O'Connor on a pass from Brian Almanza. Ball down court. Urick from the right side. His shot is going to be up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded up and no good at the end of the third period. So at the end of 3, the Fort Morgan Mustangs find themselves down 58-41 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Elizabeth High School with Corey Nickel. This is Brian Nickel, where the Fort Morgan Mustangs find themselves down 58-41 to start the final period here. Tate Kimball had a nice quarter. He had 8 points in that quarter. 8 points on the afternoon. It's now Fort Morgan with control of the ball. Swetzig on the left side now to Snyder to Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball, a little jump from the left side, is up and no good. Rebounded Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball puts it up and in. So nice rebound and put back there by Kimball. Now Severinsen works against Kimball. Now they're going to call a reach foul. See who they put that on. That's going to go on Swetzig. So I believe that is his first. Well, they put 2. He should have 1 because I took 1 away from him. So I believe that is only his first. So a long shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Wes Anderson. Tate Kimball all the way to the lane and up and no good. Rebounded by Christensen. Severson gets the ball down court to White. White dribbles down the left sideline. Now underneath to Stone. And they're going to call a foul on the Mustangs, so that will send Elizabeth to the line. Foul is going to go against Eric Kimball. That should be 2 on him. So Stone should go to the line and he will shoot a 1-and-1. First shot is up and short and no good. Rebounded. Snyder had it and then knocked out of bounds by Elizabeth. Or knocked out of bounds. They say it was off of Joey Snyder. So now Elizabeth with the ball inbounds to Severinsen. Now over to White. Straight away now to Boss left corner. Cross-court pass to Christensen. Into the lane is going to be a shot up and good by Trevor Boss. So 18 points on the night for Boss. Tony Swessick for a three from the left side, up and no good. Rebounded finally by Eric Kimball. Kimball up and good. So Eric Kimball cleaning up on the boards and the putbacks here. Like 14 points on the afternoon for Kimball. Ball underneath and layup is going to be up and good by Stone. Elizabeth gets the ball down court quickly. They're going to call a foul on Elizabeth. And that is going to go against number 30, Christensen. So it should be 2 on Christensen. So Tony Swessick inbound the front of the scorer's table, mid-court. Into Anderson, now to Swessick. Swessick to Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball loses. It's going to be a jump. And that possession will go to Elizabeth. Fort Morgan down 62-45. With 6:10 to go here in the fourth period. So now White with the ball. Gets it down court. Going to be a three from the right corner. Is going to be up and no good by Christensen. Then finally knocked out of bounds by Elizabeth. So Fort Morgan will get the ball back. Joey Schneider into Tate. 5:56 to go in the game. Tate Kimball now to Swessick, back to Tate. Tate to Eric. Little jumper from the right side is up and good by Schneider. 6 points on the night for Joey. It's now a little some backcourt pressure here by the Mustangs. Good hustle by Tate, but it does end up going out of bounds. So now White to inbounds, almost at the end line. To get it into Severinsen, gets it back to White. White hustles it down, now to back to Christensen. Christensen to Boss. Boss for a long three, up and no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Nice rebound by Anderson. Now to Tate Kimball. Tate Kimball's going to take it all the way, and it's up and no good. Rebounded by Anderson. His shot is up and good by Anderson. So 62-49, 13-point lead here. Now Stone. Shot is up and no good, and rebounded by the Mustangs. Tate Kimball with it. Front court now. He's going to right through the legs of Joey Schneider. So it will belong to the Elizabeth Cardinals. Ryan Almanza to come in. Let's see who he comes in for. Tate Kimball is going to come out. Bauer comes in now for the Mustangs as Tony Swessick comes out. Swessick comes out with 8 points on the night. Now White with the ball. Quickly down court. Going to be a lob underneath, and that was going to be up and good by Stone. So now another had a foul called. That was going to go against Christensen. So that's 3 on Christensen. Only 16 fouls so far on Elizabeth, so no shooting fouls yet for the Mustangs. Mustangs have 7. Oh, cross-court pass by Eric Kimball is taken by Severinsen. He backs it out a little bit. See if they're going to run a little clock. Now to Boss. Boss back to Severinsen out high straight away. Being guarded by Eric Kimball. Now to White being guarded by Bauer. Bauer drives it, White drives it into the lane. Now kicks it out to Urick. Urick's shot is up and no good, but rebounded by Anderson. Anderson gets it to Almanza. Almanza kicks it over to Eric Kimball. A 3 from the left is up and good for Eric Kimball. So we're going to have a timeout here by the Fort Morgan Mustangs, so we're going to take one with them. Fort Morgan down 12, 64-52 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Elizabeth High School with 4:05 to go here in the game. Fort Morgan only down 12, 64-52. Elizabeth in control. Boss with the ball over to Severinsen. Severinsen being guarded by Bauer. Nice defense by Bauer. Now Severinsen down the lane. It's going to go to Stone. Stone's done up and under. It's going to be good. So 6 points in the quarter for Stone. Brian Almanza drives it all the way down the lane. His shot is going to be up and no good. Excuse me, rebounded by Boss. Shot is going to be up and good. I believe that was by White. His first points of the fourth period. 68-52. For the Cardinals with 3:23 to go here in the game. Now Eric Kimball tries to drive baseline, pulls it back out, gets it back out to Almanza. Cross court to Bauer. Bauer for a three, and that is up and good. Excuse me. So 68-55, a 13-point lead. Now they're going to have another foul called on the Mustangs. And I believe that was on TJ Bauer. You have him for three. Okay, I had him for four, so I must have missed one there along the way. Now it's four. Okay, I thought he had four. So now Boss to the line to shoot a 1-and-1, and misses the first. Rebounded to the Mustangs. Eric Kimball is going to be fouled, and they're going to call that on Severinsen. I have him down for just one now. 2:59 to go, 68-55. Morgan down by 13. And Eric Kimball will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So see if he can continue his free throw shooting here. He is 3 of 5 so far this afternoon. Getting some subs in. Sweatzik in for Joey Snyder. Nate Gertner in. And Almanza has come out. So Kimball to the line. We'll see if we can make some hay here at the free throw line, and he makes the first. So down 12, still within reach. Eric Kimball, his second shot is up and also good. So Fort Morgan with a full court pressure gets it into Christensen, guarded by Gertner. Picks up his dribble. Now they're going to get it out to Weber. Weber to Severinsen, now underneath to Stone. Back out to Christensen for a deep three, and that is good for Christensen. Now Tate Kimball drives it down the lane. His shot is going to be up and in and out. Rebounded by Eric Kimball. His shot is no good. That is going to be a foul on Severinsen, I believe. So that will be his second. So Eric Kimball will go to the line to shoot two. His first shot is up and good. 71-58. 2:37 to go here in the fourth period. Second shot's going to be short and off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Weber. Now back to Christensen, up court to Weber. Back out to Christensen. Christensen being guarded by Gertner. Now to Severinsen down the lane. It's going to be taken away. Kimball has it. Now to Wes Anderson. Anderson finally gathers it up and gives it to Gertner. Gertner for a three from the corner is up and no good. Rebounded by Severinsen, but taken away by Tate Kimball. Now Tony Sweatzik for a three, and that is no good. Tony Sweatzik gets his own rebound, shoots another three, and that's going to be short off the front of the rim, but knocked out of bounds by the Elizabeth Cardinal. Two guys fighting for it there. So 71-58 with 1:59 to go. Fourth period. Tony Sweatzik, the inbounds left of the basket. Keeps trying to get it in. Now they get it in, but it's going to be taken away by White on the layup all the way to the end. Oh, that was on the rim. That should have been interference. Is that what they called?
Yeah, that's what they called.
Okay, I couldn't see we're down at the end of the court here, and I couldn't see what the ref had called. Okay, that was a good call. The ball was still on the rim when it was hit by, I believe that was Weber that had hit it. So now Fort Morgan, Tony Sweatzik, Eric Kimball with it down the lane. His shot is going to be up and good for Kimball. So we have a timeout here called. It's going to be a 30-second timeout taken by Elizabeth, I believe. So some more sponsors here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Central Auto Parts, You want your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them. Purchase the best quality parts and accessories at great prices at your local Napa store, Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Mr. D's Ace Farm and Home Center for all your farm and ranch supplies, including Purina feeds and everything. Stop by any of the Ace stores in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and their newest location at 122 Custer Street in Brush. So Fort Morgan down 11 with 1:43 to go. Tried to get the ball in. They do get into Christensen. The ball is tipped and taken away by Swetzig. So Fort Morgan can cut this into this lead. Gertner back to Kimball. Eric Kimball, his little layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded and knocked out of bounds by Fort Morgan. So say the refs. They look to get the ball in. Going to be taken away underneath by Eric. Oh, in and out by Kimball. Now Tony Swetzig's little layup is going to be short. Rebounded though by the Mustangs. Tate Kimball, his shot is going to be short. Out of bounds off of Wes Anderson. So now Christensen, the inbounds for the Mustangs, or for the Cardinals, excuse me. Going to be tipped around here. Some sloppy ball here by the Cardinals, but now they're going to call a travel on Severinsen. So 1:06 to go. The Mustangs still down 11. Going to get Bauer into the game for Gertner. A nice little job there by Nate Gertner while he was in. Swetzig looks to get the ball in, gets it into Eric Kimball. Kimball to Anderson. Now back to Swetzig. Swetzig down the lane. Their shot is going to be up and good by Swetzig. So we're down to a 9-point lead here for the Cardinals, 71-62. Timeout has been called. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we're going to take one with them on B106 and B106.com. Back at Elizabeth High School here, the Fort Morgan Mustangs down. Oh, they're going to throw it away. Elizabeth throws it away on the inbounds. So Fort Morgan will control it here with 57.4 seconds to go. Bauer in for Gertner. So Fort Morgan to cut into this lead a little bit more. Eric Kimball with it. Now to Bauer, left corner. Now to Wes Anderson to Tate Kimball. His shot is going to be blocked, but controlled by Eric Kimball. His shot is going to be up and no good and goes down. Rebounded by Anderson again. And finally going to be out of bounds and controlled by the Mustangs with 42.5 seconds to go. So Swetzig to inbounds. Oh, nice lob playing in by Eric Kimball. Nice lob there by Tony Swetzig. Fort Morgan down 7. So they're going to have another full timeout here, so we're going to take one with him here. Fort Morgan down 71-64 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Elizabeth High School, Elizabeth gets the ball in on a deep pass down court, and they're going to call a foul at the far end, and I believe that's going to be on Nate Gertner. So 3 fouls on the afternoon for Gertner. And that will send Trevor Boss to the line. I believe it's only for a 1-and-1. Only 9 team fouls for the Mustangs. But Boss has not missed from the free throw line tonight. He is 3 of 3. So we'll see what here. He does make that one. 4 of 4 from the free throw line is Boss. Joey Schneider to come in for the Mustangs, and Anderson comes out. Excuse me, 72-64, 8-point lead by the Cardinals. Nice comeback here by the Mustangs. They just get too far down, though, and have to come back so far. The shot is up and no good. So Eric Kimball with the ball. And they try to line up for a 3, but being guarded closely with 27 seconds. Tony Swetzig for a 3. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Severinsen. Back to Boss. He's going to be fouled by Tate Kimball. So it should be 4 on Tate. Now that will be 10. So that'll send Trevor Boss to the line to shoot 2. Stubbs Gas and Oil. If you're tired of the same old lunch and dinner menu, switch it up and pick up something new from the hot and cold deli selection at Stubbs Gas and Oil. First shot is up and good for Boss. Find great food at low prices at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. The second shot for Boss up and also good. So now back up to a 10-point lead with 18 seconds to go. Tate Kimball, Eric Kimball from her three from straight on, up and no good. Rebounded by Severance and down court, going to be to Christensen. His layup is going to be up and good. So with 2 seconds to go, Tony Swetsik's going to launch a long three and off the front of the rim and no good. So at the end of the game, the Fort Morgan Mustangs lose to the Elizabeth Cardinals 76-64 on B106 and B106.com. Back at Elizabeth High School with Corey Nickel. This is Brian Nickel at the end of the boys ball game as they go down to Elizabeth 76-64. Nice comeback because they had been down by 20. Had cut it to 9, but down to 8 even, but could not quite overcome being down so far. This Mustang postgame show is brought to you by Buildings by Design. Knowing who you can trust to do a good job is a tough part nowadays. But when you hire Buildings by Design, you can trust to get the building you want when you want it and at the quality you deserve. Start your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. And we'll start off with scoring here for the Elizabeth Cardinals. Trevor Boss with 21. Ryan White also with 21. Brandon Severson with 5. Stuart Urick with 5. James Christensen with 12. Aaron Stone with 10. And Weber with 2 for their 76. Excuse me, for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. TJ Bauer had 8. Tony Swetsik had 10. Tate Kimball 8, Areo Conis with 2, Joey Schneider with 6, Anderson with 6, and for the night, Eric Kimball ended up with 24 points to lead the Fort Morgan Mustangs, but just wasn't quite enough to overcome. They get so far down, it just takes all your effort to get back, to try to get back even, and they just couldn't quite get back. They made a nice run there in the fourth quarter, but could not quite get back. So Corey now has some numbers for us on the rebounds and turnovers.
Rebounding on the night, the Mustangs finished with 51 and the Cardinals finished with 29. The Cardinals were led by Stone with 7, Severson with 6, Urick with 4, Christensen with 4, Boss with 4, Weber had 3, and finishing out was Morris with 1 and White with 1. The Mustangs were led tonight by Eric Kimball with 19, Wes Anderson with 10, Tony Zwesig with 10, Joey Schneider with 5, Tate Kimball, TJ Bauer, Tola Walio each with 2, and Nate Gertner with 1. And turnovers for the afternoon, the Cardinals had 21, and the Mustangs finished with 14.
And for the Mustangs from the free throw line, they were only 50%, 8 of 16. So something they need to improve on there, excuse me, to try to keep themselves in the games. I'm not sure how many of those were a 1-and-1 that they missed the front end of, but they just got too far down in the start of the game, like we had said, and the Fort Morgan Mustangs did make a run at it, but just not quite enough. So I think we're going to go ahead and take another break and switch gears here and get ready for the girls' game coming up here in about 10 or 11 minutes. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com.